What's up, everybody? This is Zacharias. We're back with more of Life is Strange 2. Well, this is it, everyone. We're in the final episode. I can't believe we're already at this point because I started, covering the Life is Strange series like a month ago or a couple months ago. I can't remember off the top of my head right now, but yeah. And now we're finally at the point where we're about to complete Life is Strange 2. And somebody in my comment section actually asked me what game am I planning to cover after Life is Strange 2, and the answer, of course, is True Colors. So I am sticking to the Life is Strange series for now. As far as the remastered versions, those are very much on the back burner right now, and I definitely need a year before I can get my emotions messed with again. So yeah, those will be a while, but I can't wait to bring you Life is Strange True Colors. But before I get too far ahead of myself, we still have to finish Life is Strange 2. So let's just get right into it. Episode 5, Wolves.
Once upon a time, in a wild, wild world, there were two wolf brothers living in their home lair with their papa wolf. They lived in peace until hunters took their dad away. The wolf brothers wandered for days and nights, learning how to live on their own for the first time. That's when the big brother discovered that the little one was not an ordinary wolf, but a super wolf. They decided to head south to the distant land of their ancestors. But the journey was long and dangerous. Still, the wolf brothers made new friends on the way. They learned more about the world, but danger seemed to always follow them. After a bad accident, they were separated. The big brother had been hurt, and the hunters finally captured him. They put him in a cage, but when he finally escaped, he went to search for his little brother. He soon found out that the little wolf had joined a coyote cult, and he would not leave them. Suddenly, their mother showed up. After all that time, she said she came to help rescue him. They begged the coyote leader, but she would not release the little wolf. He was their idol. So they had to knock her out to escape. The Wolf brothers, now reunited, followed their rogue mother far into the desert to her hideaway.
And that's where our story continues. I still love how, these recaps play out. Life is Strange 2 is a story-based game that has played. If you all don't know this by now, I don't know what to tell you. I mean, come on, people. But yeah, I really love those recaps being told like a story. That's really cool. Arizona, 7 weeks after the events at Haven Point.
Wake up, Sean. Dude, come on.
What? What time is it?
Get up. It's so beautiful. Check it out. So?
Yeah, okay. Good call. Wow. That's amazing.
I know.
As long as you don't fall down.
Is your eye okay?
Yeah. It just itches. It's okay, Nano. Promise.
Yeah. Okay.
I love you. No matter what happens. You hear me?
Yeah. I love you too. Diaz brothers. Always.
So, are you still having those bad dreams? You know, about Lisbeth?
Yeah. Sometimes I feel like she's around, coming after me. It's scary.
Dude, I bet she's having nightmares about you.
Yeah, but she's still out there. Somewhere. Creeps me out.
Listen, we're far away from her, okay? We're together again. Safe.
Hope so. Sean, are we criminals now?
No way. We did exactly what we had to. If the cops catch us, we'll be judged for what we did. That's for sure.
Yeah. I know.
Well, we're almost at the border. Finally.
I like it here, but we'll have to leave soon. I know.
I'm sorry, Enano.
Sean, I know it's been a long time. Can you tell me the rest of the wolf story?
Oh. Yeah, I can tell you. Been forever since we left off.
Way too long.
Let's see. Oh, yeah. Okay. So, thanks to their mama wolf, the Wolf brothers barely escaped from the coyote cult. She led them to her secret lair, deep in the Red Desert. The Wolf brothers rested for a while, but at some point, they'd have to continue their journey south. They were closer than ever to their father's land, but between them and their destination lied
A mighty fire unicorn. But she's nice, so they become friends.
Excuse me, who's telling the story?
You are. But it's my story too, right?
Yeah, that's true. Okay then, so what happens next?
They arrive in Mexico, but the country is rampaged by goblins. Together, the wolves and the unicorn manage to slay them. and become heroes. The police forgives them, and all their friends come to Mexico to celebrate.
Yeah. Sounds pretty good, and I know. Let's pack this shit up and head back to town.
To be fair,
Gotta
this
clean
is
up our
Daniel's
stuff before we leave.
story just as much as Sean, so
This
there
place
is that.
too pretty. So incredible to see all those stars and planets up close. It's like we're right there.
I hope we could go watch the stars again. Mom said there's a moon eclipse coming up soon.
I'm in. This place is cool. I could just move here.
Hey, I can help. Just tell me what you want to put in there.
You are the man.
Pack your bag. Daniel would rather have these things than a cell phone. Forget to bring water in this desert and you're dead meat. This one ended up being so useful. Thanks again, Dad. Days are hellfire, but nights can be chilly out here in the desert. We definitely have to get a telescope like this. Gotta give it back to Arthur when we get back. We got Daniel, finally. The freak guru can go to hell now. Feels so good to be with my bro again. Leaving Haven Point, Karen has taken us to her place. We need to breathe, sleep, heal. Sarah Lee, this needs to go. Karen lives in a desert commune. No shit. Unincorporated community, she said. It's called away. Only 30 people live here on and off. This place is so weird, but the desert is mind-blowing. The perfect hideaway. Daniel's still feeling so confused, guilt-tripping a lot. He can't figure out what happened. The brainwashing, the lies. Elizabeth's grasp over his trauma. Doing my best to help him recover. They should be fine now. Karen is a big help too. She's good with words. That letter from Jacob and Sarah made him happy. Daniel needs more friends. So do I. John, we posing. Total trip to live with Karen. Again, she wants to move on. That's easy for her to say. I'm trying. Daniel's getting better. I can see he loves having mommy back. Daniel's power is no secret here. No one gives a shit. They just go along with it. And I don't see it as something they can use to their own advantage. Refreshing. Who's gonna tell? We already batshit crazy sand people. David. So this place away is what you make it. Joan haunts it with cool ass sculptures made from scavenged scraps. She's a cool and sunny woman. Karen's closest thing to a best friend, it seems. Cool as heck ornamental tattoos. Take my time today. Arthur and Stanley live in one of the only proper houses in town. They built it together 2 years ago, from ruins of their past lives. These two can't stop teasing each other, but they're so inspiring. Old couple, young love. Got a letter from Cass today. Feels good. Would love to hang out with her again. Someday. This place makes me want to draw. Could stare at these canyons forever. Daniel needs to vent out. He's been having nightmares about Haven Point and Elizabeth for weeks. Still feels guilty about my eye. Need to find ways to help him process this. Karen told us about a cool camping spot. Reach the top after a long hike could cross the canyon. Track sessions feel like forever ago. Need to work on my cardio. Don't fall, mate. Ursa Major. Man, Horsesaurus. Probably the best view ever. Gonna stargaze all night thanks to Arthur's telescope. Daniel seems happy.
God damn. That food was amazing. Thanks, Joanne. Let's clean up this mess.
Not if it cleans up by itself.
Stop. Daniel.
Can't catch it, huh?
No shit. Now cut it out.
Jeez. You're no fun.
Yep. Still need our processed sugar in this hippie desert. Yo, Captain can you take these away?
Sure.
And no funny business.
Of course not.
Perfect formation. I'm glad we had these. Not a fan of desert critters. Pretty useless with the crazy moonlight we had. But it scares the coyotes away.
My back hurts a little. I'm glad we're sleeping in our bed tonight.
Activate flashlight.
On the way.
Also, Joan made her curries. Made curry for them.
Every star looked the same. Until we used Karen's old guidebook.
I swear Dad had that same book in the garage.
Yeah, I think he did.
Why did he never show it to us?
Maybe it reminded him of Mom too much.
Oh. Yeah. Right.
I think I missed a drawing opportunity in the last episode, but that's alright. We can go ahead and draw it now, though.
Ooh, sketching time. Good idea. I'm glad you can still draw after. You know.
Me too, Daniel. But if I can see it in my mind, I can still sketch anything. Almost.
That's so cool. I don't want you to stop drawing. Ever.
Thanks, man.
This is so cool. Hey, can you draw me as a superhero? Like, striking a pose over the canyon.
I can try.
This power is so cool. I love tie-dyeing.
Ta-da. Finished.
Let me check it out. Oh, man. I do look like a mighty superhero. That's so cool.
Well, let's hit the trail, cowboy. What are you doing? What the fuck, dude? Don't do that.
What's wrong?
Stop messing with it, man.
Yeah, you're right. Sorry, little guy. Don't get eaten by eagles.
Do eagles eat scorpions?
No idea.
Cool. Let's go.
I wish we saw more falling stars. Or any.
Hey, we saw the Milky Way, dude. How cool is that?
Yeah, that's true. And Mars. That was so cool Arthur and Stanley let us use the telescope.
Yeah, these guys are real cool.
I know there's a collectible around here somewhere.
Joanne will let me help her with the sculpture when we get back.
Why is he?
Amazing that anything can grow out here.
Does it ever rain in the desert?
Well... Oh. Good question. Hell yeah. You're like the magic assistant.
It's nice to be able to use my power out here.
Walk back to town. Now I'll be able to look at the stars in a new way. Thanks, Kieran.
Not. Hide it.
Yeah, Karen was right. They're all cool with it.
Mom doesn't say much about my power. Why do you think?
Maybe she just doesn't care.
You think?
Karen is kind of like that. Like a hippie. She just goes with the flow, man. It's all good.
She's weird like us.
I hear you. Now what the hell is that? Daniel? I see something behind this rock. Can you bring it over?
Ah, gotcha. I see. Here it comes. Ooh, look at that. So cool.
Yep. We're taking this treasure.
Yep, I'll definitely take it.
My legs are gonna be like yours after all this hiking now. Hey, you know who I'd see having a trailer out here?
Who?
Brody. He'd love it. Like, he could have his own radio station and everything.
Yeah, definitely. It would be so cool to have him around.
I miss him sometimes.
Yeah, crazy how he was only in the first episode. He was definitely a real bro to the brothers.
You know, I could have done it by myself, right?
Hey, let me be the cool, helpful big brother once in a while. Okay?
Ooh, look, look. Oh, man. I just saw a cool baby lizard.
Yeah. And you scared it.
I know.
Looks like a job for our local super psychic boy. So, maybe you can help us get out of here?
I'll try. Step back.
Be super careful.
There you go. I hope it's okay.
Nice, man.
Life is Strange 2, Episode 5, Wolf.
Hey, I'm gonna go see what Joanne is doing.
Go for it. I have to bring back the telescope to Stanley and Arthur. Went to town for weekly supplies. Some pancakes left in the kitchen? Back soon. Daniel, you copy?
Yes, I read you. 10-4.
I have a pancake alert in the kitchen. Repeat, pancake alert.
Oh, man. Sorry, I was gonna eat with Joanne. Over and out.
10-4. No flying pancakes today.
Bring the telescope back to Arthur. Check on Daniel.
Either Karen was desperate for a job, or she loved working with kids. Karen has been camping in her own house since we arrived. Whoa. I hope Karen sends this to Claire and Steven.
Hi, Mom and Dad. I've been thinking about this letter for a while, and I know it's been a long, long time coming. So I'm sitting here thinking about the words I should have written 10 years ago. You always used to say everything happens for a reason. We fought about it then. I understand why now. There is a reason I feel I have to reach out to you both tonight from the desert. I know you've only heard from me once by phone and 6 times by letter for almost a decade. I'm sorry. I didn't mean to hurt you, and I was certainly not trying to punish you, like you told me. Don't laugh, but I just didn't know what to say or write. Poet's block. Just like how you had to block me from your life after I left Esteban. I understand that was how you had to deal with a problem child, an only child who didn't live up to your expectations. There's no denying that I failed you, but the burden, weight of your aspirations as parents failed me too. You had such a rigid opinion of what I was supposed to be that I just didn't have the opportunity to explore who I actually was. You wanted a daughter to grow up happy, find a good job, and great husband, settle down, to breed, have kids, and raise them in faith to continue the cycle of suburbia. That daughter wasn't me. I know that you were raised in a different time and culture, so I didn't understand your point of view. Like you didn't understand your wayward daughter. Maybe a bridge too far for us at the time. After Danny was born, you knew I wanted to take a break. Some time to figure things out in my head and heart. It didn't make sense to you or Dad, but I get that. But you didn't see how I was so desperate, and only Esteban was willing to give me that time because he saw how unhappy I was. I don't blame you for my decision to leave, and maybe a timeout would have led to the same outcome. We will never know, and I try not to live in regret. My life has been a roller coaster, and there have been times I long to hear your voices and thoughts, even the negative ones. And I know when I last talked to you in New York to ask for help in paying back my debts, you wanted to help. But it was on your condition to return right back to where I couldn't return. I hate that was our last conversation. I am sorry I reached out to you this day. I am sorry I broke your hearts. I am sorry I let you broke mine for silencing me for so long. I think we paid our dues. And now I sit under a blue field of crystal stars like the poet I hope I am, writing and waiting for a chance to rebuild an old bridge with my mother and father. I hope we can cross it one more time. Love, your daughter. Dang. That's actually pretty deep.
She's really good at rewriting her own life.
I'm a solo Mobius strip. Just when I reach the end, I go back to the beginning. Resign myself to new faces, the privilege to escape and rewrite another draft. God slaps at plans and then shows me the page left unmarked for years. Out in the ghost desert, the seeds return as saplings to reveal their age and power. Now I go back for, layered with hope and fear, to water the children of the sun.
This one's pretty intense.
Don't believe I will
get it.
Don't believe I will find a soul within or without a church. A miracle of sleep and food and fuck. A day without shit, until it was not. Now we run to celestial fires. Oh, visions of the fake prophet, engulfed in ego and belief. As the burning cross falls on all your cruel angels, I am the bonfire of vanities. So when the dam breaks, we all flood, like glass on a mirage, if I believe.
Karen doesn't even like to leave this place just to go shopping.
Went to town for weekly supplies. Some pancakes left in the kitchen back. Oh, okay, we already.
Karen must have been so excited to finally hit New York.
Fly by night, not by fright. Into the big city bright. Stop. That cliche never dying in the steel of the buildings, the warp of the street. But no matter what or where I spend, the pool of a million dead poets takes me to dance once again. Go. But this time I get to lead until the next flight.
Karen looks so young and fragile on this picture. Hard times.
Maggie and Karen.
Looks like they all finally found their home. I'm so glad Jacob and his sister are doing okay. They deserve some peace.
Hola, Sean. Sorry I did not write to you sooner, but this was the first time I've had a chance to relax after we got out of Haven Point, thanks to you and your brother. I still can't believe it really happened. So bizarre. Sarah Lee and I do miss our parents, but we're not ready to let them know where we are yet. We will figure it out later. With the money you gave me, I could pay a month's rent in advance for a room in a small beach town on the coast. Sarah Lee loves it. She's much better now thanks to the antibiotics. We're doing great. The most important thing to me is my sister, just like your brother. You were lucky to have each other and we were blessed when you both came our way. I'm trying to track down our Humboldt crew, so I'll keep you posted. I hope everybody is okay after that night on the farm. We all deserve a break and a better future. Please let me know when you make it to the other side. You and Daniel got this. Give our little hero a big hug. Take care, Jake. I'm glad I gave him the money then, even though we could have really used it.
So cute. Looks like Lila has some competition now.
Hi, Daniel. Hope you are good and happy. I feel so much better now. I'm so happy I got to see the ocean for the first time. Even try to surf. I think I could be good at it. I wish you were here so we could go to the beach, even if the water is cold. I love this weather way more than the heat. Please come see us soon. Thanks for being one of my best friends. Sarah Lee.
So good to have a home. Again. And a real bed. Didn't realize how much I miss Cassidy's voice. And her songs. And... dude.
Hola, sexy boy. No more city boy. Jake hooked me up with your P.O. box, so now you can't hide from your old crew anymore. I know you took off from the hospital. I'm glad you're still going down to Mexico. We've all been fugitives on the run, but you and Daniel are the kings of the road. I hope you finally get back home. Of course, I'm not ready to settle yet, so we're all hanging out in Colorado. The idea is trying to get as far away of the West Coast as possible. Too many ghosts for now. Hard to believe Finn isn't here to start shit and we don't miss him for that. But he'll get a few more songs out of me. We all want to remember him for his angels, not his demons. I miss you. I would love to take a road trip out of the shithole, and it would be great to swim with you again. So you better let me know when you hit Mexico, Sean. Don't make me track you down. Here, I'll even give you my number, so no excuses. Love, Cassidy. Oh.
She changed my diapers, but it feels kind of awkward to be here. Gotta keep my eye lube handy. Glad I don't need it as much. Ugh. I wish Karen didn't tell me she got a rattlesnake out of the toilet last week. Dad was an absolute fan of this movie. Huh. Maybe they were nerds together.
Oh yeah, that is a movie poster you had. Chupacabras from outer space.
Man, I'm still not used to this heat out here. I totally forgot about that key. Whoa. I should have gone through that flash drive weeks ago. Hey, Dad. Lila always knew how to crack me up. Whoa. Lila always knew how to crack me up. Had no clue there was a network of seed pirates. Karen's a real-life hacker. Karen takes on some small pieceworks for a living. Must pay better than poetry.
Nice. John's tabs now.
Brody's so good at describing painful situations. And seeing the good into it.
You Can Go Home Again by Brody Holloway. The last time I saw my mother before this year, I was telling her to leave me the fuck alone. That I was done with the whole bullshit family. The real fam were the strangers I met on the road, who became friends, not my family, who became strangers. I adopted all the online connections I made around the world and all those wandering souls that I would encounter on my journeys ahead. You would be reading about them right now, except the last time I saw my mother, she was in hospice care at our Utah home, her body light and frail as a web, holding my hand and telling me that she was sorry about everything that kept us apart for most of my adult life. My mom was dying of cancer and she was sorry. So I cried. She cried. My brother cried. We all cried. And all the years of family bullshit blew away to dust. Like that. Finger snap sound. I just wasn't mad anymore. I didn't know it would be so easy or so hard. I didn't mean the past didn't happen or that I wasn't responsible in my own way. My brother used to tell me I was a fake liberal because while I was out trying to save the world, he had to take care of my mom and the family estate. Maybe he was right, but I told him that he also had the money to take care of them. Damn, if I was in charge of the finances, I would have given away the family estate and we'd be broke, living in a co-op. My brother knows this. Families are just fucking weird. Society tells us to love your parents and siblings simply out of blood and chance. But what if you hate each other? What if you're only linked by random DNA? What if... Whatever, it doesn't matter. I've seen the best and worst people everywhere I roll. You tend to have those extremes at 3 a.m. at an empty gas station or on some desolate freeway. Yes, I've seen strong families bond in hard times. I know there are big siblings out there who will always take care for their little siblings and vice versa. They help me to understand our filial ecosystem. In her last hours, my brother and I held my mom's thin fingers as she passed on to a place I hope is better than the one she came from. After she was gone, I found a stash of some old school essays and stories, the only thing I was good at in school. I never knew she kept this stuff or that she cared. Even if we never understood each other, she must have been a little proud that I went my own way and tried to be a force for good. Mothers know how to make you cry like a little bitch. The first time tears had burned my eyes in a long time. It felt good. So now I've come back to a home I once vowed to never return. I don't feel so alienated this time, even if I still am. Like I say too often, there is a difference between being alone and being lonely. Now I have an estate to deal with and more responsibility than I actually want. But I have to see this as karma, or destiny, or the dharma of the privilege. Don't panic, but I may be taking a break from my life on wheels, just to see who or what I can help. Now I have more resources to spread around. I'm sure my brother will approve, insert sarcasm, if we're still talking after all this memorial bonding. Okay, it's not a happy ending, but maybe it's a hopeful one. And speaking of hope, given the sad state of this sad nation, I've been thinking it's time to move outside my comfort zone. Send dispatches from places and people I'm not so familiar with. Places I can explore to tell new stories from, like Canada, or Mexico, or the road never ends. I would hope that Brody would want to eventually visit Sean and Daniel in Mexico.
I miss you too, sis. Hope we can take some new pictures someday.
Lila Park, me during the day, all good, under control. Me at 3 a.m. in my bed. Lila Park upload a new picture. Actually, better just look at this here. Posted a meme, posted one picture. Ooh, she must be busy protesting. Thinking of Sean, be seeing you again, brother. Then we rage. Jen, Adam, and Ellery like this. Oh, nice. Even Jen liked it, and a couple of Sean's friends too.
I do remember Karen would drown her pancakes in hot sauce. Ugh, gross.
What the heck?
One thing Claire and Karen have in common, their love for pancakes. Daniel's Big Ten late birthday party made him feel so happy.
Yeah, now that he actually got to celebrate it with people that actually care about him.
Nice mess. Daniel will never change. Still can't believe she's kept it. It's nice to play games with Daniel again. Huh. Karen likes to join us too. Karen taught me some cool off-the-grid shit. Got a good picture of it. I'm ready to draw now. Pretty good. But I can add more details if I want.
I like keeping up with the theme of wolves, so.
Now I can see why Karen likes it out here. It just took a while. She really doesn't want to be a part of society. Except just this tiny one. She did screw us over, though. But Daniel's so happy to have her back. Get to know her. I still don't know how I feel.
Let's climb back down now.
Ooh, Karen, you are so busted. Hey, do you miss Beaver Creek?
I miss having a house. But the town was kinda dead. But I really miss Chris. And Grandma and Grandpa. I'm just glad we still have family out there.
Water management is kind of a big thing around here. Dude, we could put red food coloring in the water and turn this into a blood tank.
Yeah, but then everybody would freak out. Plus, you can't do food coloring out here.
We could also try to be self-sufficient when we're in Mexico.
All right, and that is how you get the next souvenir.
Karen practices what she preaches.
We'll get to the second one here in a bit.
She bothers with her food, not money. Excuse me, water boy. Did you remember to feed the crops?
I never forget. Ask Mom. But no way I could grow stuff like she can. Maybe in Mexico.
Oh yeah, we can grow a lot of stuff there. David always wants to help, but he's tough to figure out.
Okay.
I hope the UFOs are listening. This part of town is dead this time of year. I should stay around here. Yeah. Daniel still misses Chris. Hey, your Captain Spirit drawing was awesome.
Thanks. Wish I could show it to Chris. Do you think he can visit us down in Puerto Lobos?
Yep. Let's make it happen.
Yeah. Instead of snowmen, we can make sandcastles.
Morning, Sean.
Morning, guys. Look at that. I thought there was only vultures in the desert. Wish I could be as cool and as wise as these guys when I get older.
All right, let's go ahead and resume this in the next part of Let's Play. So I'll see you all until then.